I spoke to Dr. Gilmore. He's gonna try to get me a mental clearance. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm like thinking, is it normal? Is it necessary to do like all these like tests? Like for I had to do 2 TBs for the hospital. I had to do with my family doctor. She had to do a blood work TB.
Yeah.
Fine. Found that kind of
that
odd.
was all part of the medical form.
Yeah.
That's a standard for. I can show it to you if you want to just take a quick look again. That's all part of, you know.
Yeah, and then I had to
process.
do So then after giving my blood work TB, I had to do another PPD. I'm like, no.
Yeah, because they require 2 PPD unless you do blood work.
Okay, that is weird. I'm like, why does one has to be like blood work and then another one?
Oh, it could be either or.
Okay.
2 skin tests. Or 1 blood work that shows that you haven't been exposed to tuberculosis.
Okay, fine. I understand.
So
I'm just wondering.
The medical form.
I'm just wondering like if it's necessary to do two ones. All right.
Yeah.
And is it normal for them to take 7 days for urine toxicology?
In our experience, that usually happens. That it takes them a while to process it and then to get back to the volunteer about the results. Unfortunately, they're short-staffed, they're overworked. They're the department who clear all of the volunteers and all of the staff for the entire hospital.
Okay.
So that's not abnormal. That unfortunately is, and that's why it takes a long time to get done with every single aspect of the process.
All right, cool. And once again, I'm like, is it normal to have like a lot of like poorly printed books? You guys have sometimes have grammatical errors in them.
I don't know. It's like that was something that you noticed. That was an observation.
I'm like
on
this.
your
I'm like
car.
so.
And
just a second. I have to show it to you. I'm like.
Because I remember in one of the Dr. Seuss, you did mention that the spelling of one of the words was incorrect.
So something to do with the spelling, and then I'm like, the giraffe saying. Oh,
this one? The giraffe? Oh, you
I'm such a clot, not a clot, it's supposed to be a klutz, right?
Since English is not my first language, I always feel like I'm not the best person.
But did they change it? Okay, that's odd.
Yeah,
so klutz. It's supposed to be klutz,
Yeah. So that, I don't know, what was the reference to that?
And he's like, okay, and Dr. Gilmore said that when I went to get my urine toxicology, he's like, I said some normal things to him. I compared him to Dr. Hibbert, and he kind of like was upset about it. I mean, that's okay. And then I compared another like Asian woman that I just told her that she reminds me of somebody, like she resembles somebody, but I didn't say anything obscene. I didn't say anything like, So I'm like thinking, and then he's like, one of the patients or people, patients, I don't think staff has any problems with me. Like one of the patients said that I was like talking, I just mumbled to myself a little bit, and apparently that's like a big issue. So do I need mental counseling for that?
I'm not authority in that area to be able to say that. I don't feel like I'm the right person to make that sort of determination.
Yeah.
And that's why when he called and said, that he couldn't tell you, I have to abide by his decision, regardless if I, agree or not, because at the end, he's the one making the decisions about clearance.
Okay, so we're gonna go backtrack again. So the thing is, some tests that I found to be unnecessary, like 2 TBs for the hospital. You said it's normal procedure.
Yeah.
7 days to do urine toxicology. It's a little bit too much, right? And then one person told me I didn't have to do any more medical tests.
Not that it's a little bit too much. It's just, you would think, right, that it would be less time, but that's the usual time that it takes.
And then Barbara, I remember she told me that I didn't need to do any more medical tests, but then I had to do another clearance. Is it normal to do also a respirator test for the hospital?
They ask if you need it.
Yeah.
And we sign a form saying that you don't need it because that's only for people who work inpatient.
But they made me do a respirator test.
Oh, they
should. Volunteering.
Yeah, they shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
They should have asked you to ask me if you needed it. But in your case, since you are not working inpatient and going
But they still done that, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was not necessary.
That was not
Nice, that's nice.
They should have checked with, you know, in the form it says check with your supervisor if you need it or not.
Alright, well, okay, so I'm gonna try to talk to Dr. Gilmore again. I'm sorry for, I think, upsetting him by comparing him to Dr. Hibbert, and I'm sorry for mumbling to myself. That seemed like I was talking to myself, and I'm sorry, I think I pissed
You
off
don't have to say sorry to me, Dimitri.
an Asian woman by saying that she resembles, I think, somebody famous.
Yeah, so don't.
But I didn't say anything
You
obscene.
don't have to apologize to me, you know, because really.
But I'm glad I got like positive results from the kids.
Yeah, I mean, your interactions here with the children, we have only positive things to say about that.
But in the meantime, I'm gonna say that I sort of can I put on my resume that I volunteered here?
Well, I answered to your email about saying that you did 6 hours as a guest reader. So it's not the same to go and say I volunteer, you know.
So I was a guest reader.
You didn't do it in an official manner here.
All right.
So. Okay. I don't know if that would be.
So I could just say I just was a guest reader. Okay, I guess I could say guest reader at Bellevue. But I wanted to do more stuff volunteering, but they're not giving me a clearance.
Yeah, so work on that, concentrate on that, and you know, and then once you're able to accomplish that, since you have gone through so many hoops, you might also want to consider about what other possibilities you have within, you know.
All right, thanks.
But.
Anyway, I'm glad. Okay, we cleared that up. I'm just gonna go back to go do swimming laps.
You're swimming today.
Also, hopefully wish you guys the best of luck getting good printed books. And I donated a Chelsea Clinton book for you guys. I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, great! Thank you. Yes, I saw it over here. Thank you so much.
All right, stay awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a nice. Hello, dear. How are you?